Hey, you guys, guess what? I'm in Kentucky. Y'all know I'm in Central Kentucky here, Zone 6B, 7A. Yes, my face is shiny. Why? Because I got on Vaseline on my face. I don't do cold, y'all. But let me show y'all what we got outside. Yes. Oh, boy. We got some snow and we have ice. So right now I'm going to take you guys with me. And I'm trying to be careful so I don't fall and bust my head out here. And go see the chickens. We're going to give them a little bit of some water. And also going to take a look at the rabbits so you guys can see how everybody's doing. So let me show you guys my rabbits and my chickens real quick. Let me make my way out here so I don't kill myself. Let me turn this camera around so y'all can see. All right. So y'all can see how I have my chickens boarded up. All right. They're not completely closed because chickens require some amount of ventilation. Now, yes, it looks a hot ghetto mess. It's all good. No problems there. But again, let me also show you guys the chicken coop. So let's make our way back here. I'm going to have to go slow so I don't fall because I ain't trying to get hurt. But we had several inches of snow and we also had quite a bit of ice out here. Hi, girls. How my girls doing? Hopefully my lights will kick on. They might kick on, they might not. I don't know. Let's see if we can get in here. What, you got something in front of the door? Sandy. Well, she done put something down here, I think, in front of the door. Let's see if I can get this up. That way I can get in here and check on my girls. Hi, girls. Hi, my pretties. Hi, my pretties. Aw, them all pretty girls. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. You see, look, everybody's doing just fine. We're doing pretties. Oh, I know, I'm just a terrible mommy, aren't I? I didn't let y'all out today. Hold on, let me close this up. Because they were showing up and trying to get out, y'all. Hi, pretties. Hi, pretties. Now, when you're dealing with a chicken coop, just in case y'all don't know, it is a lot warmer inside your chicken coop than it is outside. Chicken's body temperature is way higher than that of a human, and it is so much nicer and so much warmer. Hi, girls. Them mama pretties. I know, I didn't bring y'all no treats, did I? I'm a terrible mama. Am I a terrible mom? I know you don't want nothing to do with me, do you? They are bent out of shape. Hi, pretties. Them mama pretty girls. Them mama pretty girls. Them mama pretties. Hi, mama pretties. So y'all can see, chickens do not need heaters. I know a lot of people talking about they're going to be putting heat in their chicken coop. 3 words for you. Don't do it. They don't need it, y'all. Chickens are nice and warm. And their body temperatures, like I say, are a lot warmer than ours. We don't be needing to have heaters in the chicken coop. Now, I know you ain't finna jump up here and bite me. Girl, chill out. What you doing? Bad thing. Yeah, my chickens are spoiled, y'all. So outside, I guess it's about, I don't know, 15 degrees maybe if we're lucky. Let's see what we got in the chicken coop. Now it's cold in here too, but it's a lot warmer in here than it is outside. You can feel a huge difference. So I guess that's about 22 degrees here. Hi, girls. Hi, mama pretty girls. And boys. This is a boy. This is a rooster. What are you doing? What are you doing up there, Choco? Choco's chilling. Hi, girls. So like I say, my girls are doing just fine. Yep. Hi, girls. I know I didn't bring y'all no treats. I'm sorry. I'm a bad mama. Yes, I am. I'm a bad mama. But you can see the bedding on the floor in my chicken coop. It's pine shavings and tree mulch. I got my son's boots on, y'all, so my feet are not that big. But this is tree mulch, and like I say, pine shavings. And guess what? They poop it. And then eventually I'll come out here and I'll toss another layer. And when I put the other layer down, they'll poop it some more. And then we'll just keep adding layers and layers and layers. And that's what you call the deep bedding method. And then eventually the poop will heat up. And it also helps to keep the coop nice and warm. Underneath of this is construction sand. That's what I started with years ago when I started raising my chickens. But I found that once I did the sand, after a while, it would pack down and it was just so thick. And I was just like, heck no. And let me just show y'all inside my chicken coop. So basically this is a dog kennel. And what I did was I just took some hardware cloth and started at the bottom of the dog kennel and wired it in place in different sections. And then, excuse me girls, I can't walk. You have to move. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry it's dark out here, y'all, but you can see all these screws up here at the top. This is where I screwed the hardware cloth to the top of this. And then I also put a predator apron on the outside, which means I just took some chicken wire and laid it on the ground all the way around the perimeter of my chicken coop, and the grass grew through it, and that keeps critters from digging in. For my roost, y'all can see I'm ghetto fabulous, y'all. I got just old tree branches where my neighbor cut his tree, and that's how I made my roost, y'all. Let me show you this other side. Now, this is a prefab chicken coop. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yes, it's dusty because guess what? That's what it's like when you have chickens. They're dusty creatures, man. Woo! That's one nest box there, but I've got it closed off because when my door freezes, I can't get in here, y'all. And here are some of my other roosts. Again, these are just tree branches, you know. And I just took some wire. I drilled some holes in the sides of them or the edges and ran some wire and string and just kind of reinforced it. And yeah, my girls, they happy. It's not perfect. Is it clean? No, there's poop everywhere because this is a chicken coop. Just in case y'all didn't know what chicken coops look like, they're nasty. And if you see a video and they got a clean chicken coop, they're lying to you. But I'm probably cleaned it before. Here is my gravity feeder. So, of course, I've got feed inside it, and I've got my curved PVC pipes. And then as they eat, the feed falls down inside it. And then they stick their head in, and it's curved, and they're able to eat. Yes, they still make a little bit of a mess because there is no such thing as a mess-free chicken feeder. No such thing. Here's their heated dog bowl. It's dirty because they kick sand and dust in it, but still, you can see this is frozen. Okay, so you can see that. Luckily, I've got electricity in the shed next to this, so I'm able to rig up an electrical wire all the way across. This is an old sand strainer that I made where I cut the bottom of a bucket off with a jigsaw and just put that on there and wired it to it, and then that's what I used to sift my sand with. So I see one person on here named Sonia, the one you seek 5040. How do I keep my chickens from being sick? Well, first of all, they have good ventilation. I'll show you some more areas of ventilation. This back section here, there's nothing on the other side of this dog kennel up to the area where there's wood. I don't know if you can see because it's dark. I have to do this later on, but there's nothing there. So that's ventilation across here. Hold on, let me get it focused back up. There we go. That's ventilation. And then also there's another section on the outside where I've got about 3 feet of clearance, and that also provides ventilation. And then also on the other side of this wall here, on the other side of the frame, I've got about 12 inches of clearance, so that also allows ventilation. At the top of their chicken coop, there's a space that goes to the other section, and that's also allows ventilation. And this little section also allows daggone sparrows to be in here. Half the time I got sparrows hanging out in my chicken coop. Y'all stop fighting. Behave yourself. Chicken out. Y'all always cutting up when I'm on video. Behave. I don't know if you guys have ever seen dark Brahmas, but this is one of my roosters. Now, in my city ordinance, Roosters are not allowed. So once they crow, they got to go. But until then, these are some very protective creatures. They're not old enough to crow yet, even though they are huge. Um, and I've got all kinds of different chickens there, y'all. Hi, girls. So underneath the chicken coop, I actually have that little section wired off with some chicken wire because I do not want them to go under there and lay eggs. Oh, let me tell you another thing here, Sonia. When it comes to keeping my chickens healthy, they get apple cider vinegar in their water. I also am not afraid to feed my chickens other stuff besides chicken feed. So they get all kinds of leftovers from my home, the neighbors' homes. They save me all of their leftovers. And in turn, I turn around and give them eggs. I do allow my chickens to free range, which is a wonderful thing because they can get out and eat what chickens are supposed to eat. They can eat bugs and all kinds of good stuff. You can also give your chickens some oil of oregano because that is also very healthy. My chickens also eat comfrey. And comfrey, and like I say, they get to free range, so they get to get out and get all kinds of goodies. Hi, girls. And then I love on them. So ain't that right? See, I get plenty of love, don't I? Come here, girl. I know I don't have any treats on my bad mama. But that's how I keep chickens healthy. Now, I have a policy where I know it sounds horrible. Some people may not agree with it. But once my animals get sick, I don't have the money to send them to a vet. Um, I don't keep animals that's sick. I keep them for a short time for small things like a bumblefoot or something of that sort. Minor injuries, if they peck each other and get a sore or scab. But if I get a sick chicken on its last leg, no, I ain't finna do all that, y'all. That's just my choice. That's just what I do. Now, everybody's different. Some people, they want to try to, I guess, nurse their chickens back to health. You're welcome to, but here is survival of the fittest. Another thing is I try to keep my girls laying through the winter. As you see, I've got a light on them. They got plenty of food. They got water. Excuse me. Dusty in here. And I also give them plenty of protein so that way they will continue to lay eggs. I like to feed my girls some hot peppers. I know. What you doing? Because that also helps to keep their body temperature up. When it is super cold and we got snow and ice like we do outside right now, I do not let my chickens out. I keep them inside their coop even though they go crazy because they want to get out. But I don't do that. So let's see what else. Hi, everybody. Let's see. We got Frida Sokovsky. Hello. How are you doing? Thank you for watching. Let's see. Free range. Like let them out of the coop. I'm new to homesteading. Yes. Some people are not able to allow their chickens to free range and be out in nature and their natural environment. Mostly because of, people have predators or their area is not safe to allow their chickens to get out. I'm in a subdivision. Luckily, it does not have one of those, what do you call it, home owner associations. We're pretty free in the neighborhood that I live in, but people are respectful. So I am allowed to have chickens according to the ordinance in the town that I live in, and we have unlimited amount of chickens according to the ordinance. So you can have as many as you want. But like I say, you're not allowed to have roosters because the neighborhoods do not appreciate roosters crowing constantly. So when I say free range again, that means that mine, when the weather's nice, I open the door and walk away. I have a fenced-in backyard, and I have big dogs all around the perimeter of my house, with my neighbor's dogs. So I think that sort of helps me to keep my chickens safe so hawks are not invading my property. But yeah, so that's what free ranging means, that they get to get out and enjoy the weather. So if you'll visit my YouTube page, Fraley Farm Mini Homestead, please feel free to do so, and you'll see my girls in action. So they're, like I say, they'll be out running all over the yard and eating bugs and grass and doing what chickens do. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, buddy? Oh, come here, you big buddy. Crazy roosters. What you doing? All right, so let me go show you the rabbits, and let's go take a look at them, and we'll go get the eggs too. Let me show you guys the inside of my nest box from this side. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You have to move. Now look, I know you're trying to squat. I know. You have to move right now, please. All right, now I keep this over the nest box on this side because as you see, they like to get up here and poop, and I ain't trying to be sticking my hands in poop. So this nest box on this side, I've got it closed up because I do not want them laying eggs on this side. I want them to lay eggs on the other side because when it's snow and ice, a lot of times my door is frozen and I can't even get in here. So I keep this covered to hopefully stop them from getting on top. Hi, pretties. Hi, pretties. Hello, pretty girls. Yes, yes. Now, for me, I love on my chickens when they're young, so they're used to human touch. After a while, they're squatting, they're cutting up. Right now, they're mad at me because I don't have a treat. I know, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible mama. I'm gonna bring y'all a treat back here shortly. I'm sorry. That's why they're all up at this time of night. I know. I don't have a treat, do I? That's terrible, isn't it? I know there's no treat. I know you didn't just peck my hand. What are you pecking me for? Hey, you bad thing. Not so bad. All right, so let's go take a look. Now, what I do is I cycle my chickens pretty regularly. So as those go out, new ones come in. And y'all know what I mean by that, okay? These are all different ages on my chickens. And sometimes I'll buy chicks, and sometimes I will hatch my own in the incubator. And then last year I did something new, and I put some eggs underneath my chickens, and they hatched them out for me. All right, enough of the chickens, y'all. Let's go check the rabbits. All right, girls, we out. Deuces. Ugh. All right, so again, you can see all the snow and ice out here that we got. Everything's frozen up. I'm sorry, girls. I know. I'll be back here shortly. All right, let me close them jokers up. And we'll walk over here and make our way to go see the rabbits. Ugh. Let's go this way, because I'm liable to fall and bust my head out here, and I ain't trying to do all that. This is my baby chicken coop, which is nothing but a dog kennel. Right now it's covered, but I don't have any babies, of course. I don't do babies at all of any sort this time of year because I ain't trying to be taking care of them. My sister's being very kind. She's out here cleaning up for me and making a way for us to be able to get out here and see the animals. All right, let's take a look at the rabbits, and we're going to give them some water. Hi, Bubby. What doing, buddy? We got some snow out here, don't we? Yes, we do. Hi, buddy. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? Yeah. That my buddy. Here, let's see your water bowl. Boy, you are always sticking this thing over here under the feed. All right, watch out. Now, look, you're going to have to get back. I know. Get back, please. Watch out. Let me put some water in here. Get back. Not head. All right, let me get some water. What I do is I save my milk jugs. I encourage everybody to save all your milk jugs, because milk jugs have so many uses, y'all. You can save your water now, and you can also use them for winter sowing. When it comes to giving my rabbits water in the winter, I don't fill their water bowls. I just give them about 1 inch of water, and that's all they need. So he'll get him a good quick drink. Yes, it's got feed in it, but it's not going to hurt him, y'all. I got, let's see, when you're starting out with rabbits, you want to start out with at least 3. Sorry that there's no light here, I apologize. But a trio is what is recommended. What's considered a trio is 2 does and 1 buck. So that by itself, depending upon what your breed schedule is, will give you roughly up to about 200 pounds of meat. Now, I have meat breed rabbits. These are not normal rabbits. These are large breed rabbits. Everything's frozen, y'all. So I'm just going to put the little water on top of it. The breeds that I have right now, I have silver fox rabbits, and I've also got some chinchillas. These are, like I say, large meat breeds. You can use them for pets, but I don't recommend it. My rabbits are not for show. They're not for pets. They're for food. And even though some people may not approve of that, well, it's no different to me than eating chicken. People raise chickens. They raise beef and cows. They raise pork. It's no different. This is another mama rabbit. Hi, pretty. This rabbit actually is pretty mean, but she's friendly when she wants to be. Come on over here so I can scratch your neck. Let me scratch you. Yeah, my pretty girl. Ain't that pretty? When you're looking for rabbits, you want to be sure you get what we call meat breeds. The meat breeds, not limited to, but there's like New Zealand's, California's, let's see, silver fox, American chinchillas. Let me think of some more. I think satins are also meat breeds, but I've never raised those before. This is a harlequin. She's not the largest rabbit I have, but she's decent size and she gives beautiful babies because she has so many colors. Let me give her some water too. And like I say, I don't fill it up. I just give them enough to get them a good drink. And then they'll be good. So to get large breed rabbits, maybe check with your local 4-H. A lot of times those kids will be selling rabbits that are for show. And you may be able to get some good purebred rabbits and maybe even just get 1 litter out of them. And then you can start from there. Let's go down here a little further. Like I said, I got to be careful so I don't fall, get hurt, because I'm fragile. My body don't work so well. I ain't trying to fall and get hurt here. Look, y'all, my sister put down the cardboard under the snow. And right now she's out here raking. Uh-oh, this is frozen. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, here we go. Hi, Bubby. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mom. Come here, you're okay. Don't be spooked. I'm not going to hurt you. Hi, Mama, my pretty girl. Hopefully my light will come back on here in a minute. Well, sorry it's dark out here, y'all, but it is a night video. But this is, again, one of my meat breeds. You can't see her. I have to come back out here in the morning. Hi, pretty. Hi, pretty. Let me get you some water. There we go. Now she can get her a drink. She's thirsty, aren't you? You thirsty? Yeah. Just a quick drink. Alright, let's check this one here. Like I say, I'm sorry it's dark, but it is a night video. Hi, Mama. Alright, she's in her box. She ain't trying to be seen by anybody. What are you doing, pretty? Give her a little drinky drink. Sorry, but like I say, sorry it's dark, y'all. I apologize. After we do this, I'll give you a quick view of the garden. Let you see how it's looking out here in all this snow. Not much to see now because, like I said, it's dark. Hi, Bubby. This is another silver fox, but he's black, so again, you can't see him either. I don't know how well y'all can see, but when the water is frozen, rabbits will eat a hole in there. They'll eat a hole in their ice, so they're still going to get some, you know, hydration. All right, let me give you some water here, Bubby. Alright, like I say, everybody can get them a quick drink. I never fill their feeders, or excuse me, never feed their waterers because it's just going to turn around and freeze. So I just give them enough until the next time that I come out here and give them some water. So let's walk over here and see if I can get up here. Alright, so here's some of my garden. Silver fox is a breed, but it also is a color. This particular hutches that I have for my rabbits, I made those, but I'm in the process of making new rabbit cages because I'm going to completely change my rabbitry. So this is how I cover my rabbits. All I do is just use the feed bags and cover the windows. And I've got tarps at the bottom. And then between the rabbit hutch and also the shed in the back is about 14 inches of clearance. And I have nothing back there because they have to have some sort of ventilation. Hold on, let me walk through for you, throw any more snow over here. So like I say, you can see my little garden part of it. That's just a piece of it. That's just my little herb area. All right, let's go back to the chickens real quick. And I'm going to show y'all the egg area where I get my eggs. Hope y'all can see in here. I don't know if you'll be able to or not. There's a little tiny light in here, but with us not having much sun, it may or may not click on. All right, move my little brick out the way. So this is the back of the chicken coop. Y'all can see how much ventilation my chickens get. Oh, good. Hold on. Man. Everything frozen. All right, there we go. So now y'all can see that this whole section of the chicken coop is enclosed. So I have a roof over top of this, okay? But I completely leave this open. So that way they have good ventilation. They've got ventilation on this side. Let's go get the eggs. Let's go see what we got. Silver fox, you can also identify that particular rabbit also by their color. So, hey, oh, hi, Mama. You sitting on my eggs? All right, let me tack this up so I can get my eggs. Oh, I know. Y'all finna come in here and cut up. Hi, pretties. Hi, pretty. Now, listen, these are my eggs. Don't y'all bother my eggs. I got an Easter basket of eggs, y'all. Hi, pretties. Hi, pretties. I know. Y'all want to come in here and get my eggs, don't you? All right, Mama. Excuse me. Can I have the eggs? Oh, there's a yucky one. Oh, no. I don't want that one. I'll take this one. And I'll take this one. That was pretty. Okay, but we got one that's poopy doopy. Let me find something to scoop that and toss that into the girls, because I ain't fitting to mess with that one. Let's see. Get my little... I'm sorry it's dark, y'all. I apologize. Come here there, buddy. All right, I got me a scoop. Get this yucky one here. Ew. That's kind of grossy gross. Let's hold this. And we are going to crack it and send it back. All right. Y'all go in and go eat your treat. Go in and go eat the egg. Hi, pretties. Hi, pretty girls. Get my more pretty girls. Hi, y'all. All right, here, let me give you another one. Give them another egg. Come on, girls. So they can go in there and have them a treat. I don't mind feeding a few eggs back to my chickens because that's a source of protein and also a source of calcium. Let me crack another one for them. And they'll go in there and enjoy themselves. Dot, what are you doing in here by yourself? Oh, y'all in here courting. Oh, okay. They're brother and sister. They better not be courting. All right, y'all. Now, when it comes to knowing if you have a fertile egg or not, first of all, my roosters are not mature, so I know for sure at this time I do not have fertile eggs. You have to have a rooster that is crowing. They have to be mature, and mine are not. Okay, so like I say with my roosters, once they crow, they gotta go. You can actually look at an egg and tell if it is fertile, because what it looks like, and again, if you visit my YouTube page, I do have a video on knowing if your egg is fertile or not fertile. But when you crack your egg and you look at the yolk will have a bullseye, and that's how you will know that it is a fertile egg. And once you have a fertile egg, of course, those are the ones that you can incubate, or that you can expect to have some chicks to hatch. But if you have no rooster, like if you just have all hens, well, guess what? Your chickens will still lay eggs, because just like a female human, we have eggs because that's what God equipped us with. And without a man, or without sperm or any fertilization, or excuse me, copulation, we won't have to worry about having any babies. But when it comes to chickens, if you have a rooster that is mature and you have hens that are mature and they get together, then of course you'll end up with fertile eggs. All right, you guys, I'll try to come back out here sometime tomorrow and try to do another live video. I appreciate everybody watching tonight, and thank you guys so much. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And also visit my page and you'll see all kinds of videos. I got a whole slew of them, y'all. Just thought I'd come out here and shoot one tonight in the cold. All right, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye, you guys.